Hello everyone, it's Annie, and I'm here today with a new Sapphic reading vlog. And of course, it's going to be full of holiday romances. So first, of course, I got Kiss Her Once for Me from Book of the Month, so I'm going to be reading this first. This is a quite complicated plot, to be honest, but the gist of it is that the main character is kind of down, out of luck, and she is working as a barista, barely making ends meet, and the owner of the coffee place building where she works is like this rich guy, and he hatches a fake dating, fake marriage scheme with her, so that if he gets married, he can get his inheritance from his grandfather, and per the agreement, she will get $200,000 from it. But then she finds out that she didn't know that this guy's sister is the girl that she fell in love with last Christmas and lost touch with. So there's some complicated things happening, so we'll see. That's what I'm going to read first. I'm also going to be reading How to Excavate a Heart, which I am so excited about, and then as well, A Million to One by Adiba Jaigirdar. So stay tuned. Hello, so I'm here with an update on Kiss Her Once for Me. I am about 50-60% of the way through with the audio, and I do really like it. There are a couple things that I have like issues with. First, I really like that the main character is Demi. That's really great. However, if she's Demi, why did she have a one-night stand? I actually can't really understand the thought process behind that. So I'm gonna sit on this for a little while, but like the writing is good, the story so far is fun, I like the fake dating scheme, I like the main character, I like that she wears a She-Ra t-shirt, and I like that there's all kinds of Taylor Swift references in there. That's all fun, like it's a really fun romance so far, but the thing with this dummy representation is not really, it's not great. So I'm gonna finish it, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Hello, so I'm here with my update on Kiss Her Once for Me. I finished it. My physical copy is not here with me. It's in a box waiting to be moved. So here we are. I am rating it a 4-star. I really enjoyed it. I think, like usual with adult contemporary romances, there's a lot of smaller issues that I have that kind of combine to make it a pretty big issue. So first, which I have mentioned before, the whole deal with the main character being Demi is great, but I don't actually think that it's good representation. I don't know if Ashley, or whatever her name is, the author, is Demi herself. I don't know. But the fact that the main character had a one-night stand in the beginning of the book, and that's the whole basis for the book, is the love interest being like the exception to her Demi-ness, really bothers me. It's just not great, and I don't really understand how the book could have gone through an agent and beta readers and editors and no one has called out this problem. I don't really understand it, but I think the book was still really successful as like just a fun holiday entertaining read, and I think that what Ashley Cochrun could have done is either write a romance with a Demi main character and have it actually be accurate to being Demi, or just write this book and just take out the main character being Demi. I mean, it would have been fine. So that's my issue with it. That's the biggest issue. The other thing is that it was really melodramatic. Like, I know that's a thing with contemporary romances, but it was really melodramatic. And the problem that I have with it is that, especially like within that third act fight that they always have, like, the characters said some extremely heinous and hurtful things towards each other, like things that personally I would never be able to forgive. And then like they just get back together at the end, which is like, yay, but also what are you doing? So I don't know, that was interesting. I think some choices were made that I would not have made, but that's fine because I'm not the character in the book. So those are my two big issues with it. I really liked the love interest. I thought she was really cool, very complex. The whole fake dating scheme was really fun. And I loved the family of the love interest and the guy that the main character is fake dating, especially the grandmas. The grandmas are so funny. There's this one grandma that's like just drunk all the time, and they're just really funny characters, and they offer a really nice like juxtaposition between the main character basically being like beaten down all the time by all the other characters. They're like more sympathetic towards her, which is good. And yeah, I did really love all the Taylor Swift references. You know, we got the scarf, we got all the songs, and the main character's favorite album is Evermore, which same, so that was great. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. I would like to see if the author actually, oh, her name's Alison, not Ashley, I'm so sorry. I would like to see if the author actually like acknowledges the problem with the demi-rep in this. That would be nice. So I'm going to read next How to Excavate a Heart by Jake Maia Arlow. I don't have it in front of me, I hope that's their name. I am really excited about this one. This is about two Jewish girls on Christmas. That's really all I know. I know it's a YA, so that first one was adult, this is a YA. So it's gonna be a little tamer. And yeah, the first one was not tame at all, which is great. But this one's gonna be tamer. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, so let's go. I'm here with my sugar cookie latte to give you an update on How to Excavate a Heart. Oh my god, my hair is being weird. I really like it so far. The meet cute, if you could call it that, it was really unique and funny. It happens right at the beginning of the book, and the main character's mom hits the love interest with her car. Everyone's fine, but it's just kind of funny and an interesting, unique way to start a YA romance. So the story is that this one girl named Shawnee is going to DC to work at a museum on an internship, and her interest is really, really cool. She's interested in like paleontology, but with fish specifically. So that's a really interesting and unique interest for a YA character to have, I thought. And I like her a lot. I'm halfway through it, so we'll see how the love interest goes. But I like her too. She's a little bit rough around the edges for my taste, a little bit, but I mean, I'm sure she'll thaw out, you know. So I do really like it so far. So I'll be back with my final update soon.
Oh my god, a new cat was spotted. A tuxedo cat. Psst, 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 psst.
Hello, so I'm here with an update with How to Excavate a Heart. I gave this 5 stars. I love this book and there's so much to talk about here. Yeah, I did finish it. I gave it 5 stars. I love Shawnee and I love everything about this. First, I want to say that my problem with contemporary romances is the melodrama and the third act breakup that always happens, that just feels like it was forced in there for conflict purposes and not because it's actually real. But this, not really a third act breakup, but like the conflict was very, very real and felt like it made a lot of sense, and it is a real issue that can come up in relationships and that can make or break things, and it was just really good. It's not a spoiler, well, it might be, but there are content warnings in the beginning of the book, so it is very heavily alluded to. So the character Shawnee was sexually assaulted in the past, and so when things are becoming more serious with the love interest, that kind of becomes a point of conflict because Shawnee doesn't know how to talk about it, and instead of talking about it, they have some miscommunication, which I thought was handled really beautifully. I think the author did a really good job, and it was just done very, very realistically and very well. And another thing I don't love about contemporary romances that I did mention in this vlog already is that sometimes the characters just say things to each other that are so heinous and so horrible that there's just no coming back from it for me. And the characters did not do that. Even though this is YA, they did feel appropriate for their age. They are in college, but they felt appropriate for their age and how they were acting, but they didn't say terrible, horrible things to each other. Like, there was a fight, but they were kind to each other. I mean, because they're good people and you want to root for them. So that was something that I really appreciated the author doing. And aside from that big thing, I just loved it. I mean, the snowy, Christmassy vibes, the Jewish characters. I love this little corgi that is in the book. He adds such a cute kind of breath of fresh air to the book, and he was so cute. I loved it. I really liked the complex relationships that Shawnee had with her mom and the love interest had with her dad. That was handled really well, I think. The only complaint I could have about this book is that I wish it were double POV, but it worked well without it. Like, I understand that it didn't need it. I just want more of it, so I wanted that, but it's not like a detriment to the story at all. I think it worked really well. So I highly recommend this book to everyone. This is a really great read, and I'm so glad that it lived up to my high expectations, and I'm definitely going to be buying myself a copy of this because I loved it so much. So the next book I'm going to read, I really wanted to read Ashton Parker Doesn't Fall, but my library still hasn't given me the copy that I requested, so I am going to instead read Adiba Jaigidar's new book, which is A Million to One, and this is the sapphic historical fiction that takes place on the Titanic, so I'll be back with an update soon. Hello everyone, so I'm here. I just got back from Barnes & Noble and I got a little impromptu sapphic book haul. So of course, like I said, I really wanted to get myself a copy of How to Excavate a Heart, and lucky me, it was $2 off, so I snagged this and I'm so glad to own this book. And I got Ashton Parker Doesn't Fail because I'm tired of waiting for my library to get it, but I haven't started this. Obviously I just got it, so I actually finished A Million to One by Adiba Jaigirdar, so I'm going to tell you what I thought about it after this haul. But yeah, so I saw this and I'm like, you know what, I do own Delilah Green Doesn't Care, and this would just look so nice right next to it. You know, I have a feeling I am gonna really like this book, so why not get it? So I snagged it. Okay, so I did not update you with 50% for A Million to One because I finished this book extremely quickly. I read the audiobook and I just flew through it. It was good. I believe I am rating it a 3.5. Now, I have mixed feelings about Adiba Jaigirdar. I did not like her first book at all. The Henna Wars. I was not a fan of it. But I loved Hani and Ishu's guide to fake dating, or whatever it's called. That was really cute. And of course, those were both contemporary, and this is historical, obviously, because it's about the Titanic. So this is definitely a new foray of hers, and I think it was well done. But I think it was also ambitious, because the problem with writing historical fiction about the Titanic is that everybody knows what's going to happen. Everybody knows the story. So you really, really have to build a very compelling cast of characters and have a very compelling plot to get you through the 75-80% of the book that happens before the ship starts to sink. And I just feel like it fell a little bit short of that. There were 4 points of views, which was a little much for me. I just think that 2 of the characters, you can see them on the cover. We have Josefa, Violet, Emily, and Hina. And they're all very interesting in their own ways. However, 2 of them, Josefa and Emily, are the Sapphic couple, and they were just much, much stronger characters overall. You could tell that they had more work put into them than Violet and Hina. Hina was interesting. I just think I don't really know what she added, and I don't know what Violet added either, really. I mean, they were just there to add characters to do things, I guess, because the whole point of the book is that they are going onto the ship to complete a heist, to steal this book of poems called the Rubaiyat, which is a very famous book of poems, but this edition of it is encrusted in jewels that will, make them all rich. So Josefa is the mastermind behind this plan, and she gathers up these 3 other girls and convinces them to go with her. Not a good idea, but they do. And so that's where the 4 of them come together. And of course they go and things go wrong and they steal other stuff, and then of course the ship starts to sink. And there is death involved. That is a content warning said in the beginning of the book, so it's not a spoiler. I'm not telling you who dies, when they die, I'm not saying anything, but I mean, it's the sinking of the Titanic, so obviously there's going to be some death involved. But yeah, I really loved Emily and Josefa's relationship. What I wish, I feel like I say this a lot, what I wish is that Violet and Hina were taken out of the story and they could have just focused solely on Josefa and Emily's relationship, because there was a lot of potential there that I just feel like wasn't met. And I really wanted more, because I loved the little bit that we got of it. But it was too little too late, let's say that. I really love them. Emily is an aspiring painter, and I just love her personality juxtaposed with Josefa's kind of brash, criminal personality. I just really love them together, and it was a really sweet sapphic relationship. But yeah, I wanted more from it, and yeah, again, the other 2 characters kind of fell by the wayside a little bit. So that is my feeling about the book. I'm rating it a 3.5 because I did enjoy it, but I just wish it had met my expectations a little bit more. So thank you so much for watching this Sapphic reading vlog. I hope you're all enjoying the holiday season and the winter, and thank you so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to my channel, and also check out my new Sapphic book club that's going to start in January. I am so excited. You can see the video up here or here to see what the January, February, and March picks for the book club are going to be, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!